can all agree on, and I know it's no hidden secret, no gem, is that, we're making somebody else rich. We are essentially working somebody else's dream. So, first and foremost, don't get comfortable at these places. Don't let the schedule make you comfortable outside of work either. Try to take necessary steps when you're not at the 9 to 5 to keep stacking up small wins, because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. Just moving forward the best that you can. And when it comes to co-workers, we need to understand that every single one of these individuals, is a living being. They got a story. They have their own battles they deal with, and we really have to try to be as patient as we can with people, as empathetic as we can with people, understanding, because you really don't know what somebody is going through. And somebody that's going through some really bad mental health issues could be a dangerous person. So you just got to really have your patience sharpened at these workplaces. And something that has really been beneficial for me, for my peace of mind, has been, the whole saying, you're here to do your job. You come here, you work, you go home, you get your paycheck at the end of the week, and that's that. So, I really try to remind myself that's essentially why I am here for. That is the main reason why I am here for. That I'm there for. And I try to really be to myself as much as I can, even though, and most of my jobs, it always required me to be surrounded by a lot of the coworkers, and you're essentially forced to communicate. You're forced to see those people on a regular basis. So conversations will start, even if you're not the one who starts them, which I really try my hardest to avoid, to start any conversation. That has really, throughout the years of me learning to do that, just to keep to myself, it has definitely helped keep me at peace while I'm at the job. Keeps you out of the radar. And sometimes you will have very toxic people that you have to be around at these places, and a lot of the times you just can't avoid it. You're gonna have to be around them, and that's where you practice your perfect patience. You practice your love for your neighbor. love for your enemy. And you are really gonna have to learn, you're really, or even sharpen up on your, you gotta have like thick skin. You have to let a lot of things slide, because a lot of the things are not worth a reaction. It's not worth you losing your job. And you're really gonna have to come to terms that there's gonna be people that are gonna test you, and there's gonna be people that don't want you to be at peace. There's gonna be people that want to see you fall. They want to see you fired. They want to see you miserable. And the best way to defeat that is by succeeding. Don't take everything personal. Just really learn to have an even more humble spirit. Let go of that ego as much as you can. That'll take you a long way at these jobs. And another thing too is, I hear a lot on social media about quiet quitting, where you basically just do what's required of you. You don't go above and beyond. You don't go hard for your job. And I mean, I do see that a lot. I do see a lot of people not even flat out not even do their work. And that right there is, it's wrong. It's wrong to do that, because you're getting paid. It's a sin. And like essentially, like why even go? Like why to even waste your time, waste their time if you're not gonna do anything? And there's a scripture in the Bible that speaks about when you're basically like employed, and you have to do everything, like the work that you do for that employer, you have to do it as if you're doing it for God. So you really have to try to, the best way, the easiest way that it's worked for me is I just imagine in my mind, which I know that I just imagine in my mind God being right there, just watching every single thing that I'm doing at the job. Christ being right there watching. And that just motivates me to work hard. And I get that hard work doesn't always pay off, especially if you're getting paid by the hour. But at the same time, it does good for you physically. It keeps you strong, keeps you healthy. It keeps you I can't think of the word, but all those things. And if you had a business and you had people working for you, you would want the people to be working at their peak level, regardless what it is that you were paying them. So I always think to myself too, if I had a business, how would I want my employees to be working while they're working for me? How would I want my employees to what kind of attitudes would I want them to have while they're here? And I really dive into deep thought about that. So I always come correct. And I've noticed that has allowed certain doors of opportunities to open up for me. It has allowed me to progress to the certain level that I'm at personally in my life. And I've experienced blessings from working hard, because we're also supposed to be blameless. There shouldn't be a person that there shouldn't be a person talking about your worth ethic when you're at these jobs. When they see you, they should automatically just know the type of worth ethic you have, and they shouldn't have anything to say. Now, we know people are gonna talk. We know that's just human nature. So I'm not talking about, necessarily that. When I'm just talking about like your worth ethic when it comes to like, what your managers like think about your worth ethic, or even others around. So it is important to work hard. So all that talk about, quiet quitting and all of that, and all of hard work doesn't pay off. You really rewire your thinking about that, because God says has a different opinion on that. So we really need to follow what He says. And at every single job, I've always been one of I would say always top 10 for sure at every single job. And because of that, there has been some type of recognition at certain jobs. I have had managers have my back whenever it was that I needed something, because of the type of work that I put out. And on the opposite side, I also had a lot of hate from people, because they saw the drive, the ambition, the positivity, and I received hate for that too. But at first it would affect me, because I was a lot younger. I didn't really understand how to really control certain emotions or understand certain scenarios like that. But throughout the years, I've just learned to just not let it affect me, not let other people's opinions about me affect me like that. I just gained strength. I knew I had to gain strength if I was gonna be at these 9-to-5 jobs. And so keep working hard. And sometimes it is important to pick up a second job, a third job, in order to get the ball rolling quicker. I know it sucks, and I know it's very unfortunate that we have to be in this life and go through seasons where we have no time for ourselves, no time for our family, no time for fun, no time for rest, and we have to we have to pick it up. Nobody wants to do that, but at times, in certain seasons of your life, it's necessary. And I recommend anybody who hasn't done that yet to do it, especially if you are behind right now. That's a sacrifice that you're gonna have to make, and it's not easy, and it doesn't feel good, and you're not gonna get the amount of sleep that you would normally get. So that's another doom and gloom thing about it. But it's worth it. And if you stay prayed up, you eat healthy, whenever you can sleep, you sleep, you'll be able to manage to do it. Especially if you have to work, 2 hard jobs, it's possible, it's doable. And with these 9-to-5 jobs too, don't really take it personal when you start seeing them, promote other people, even though you know that your work ethic is impeccable, and certain people that they promote just can't match your work ethic. Don't really take things like that personal, because you're probably just not ready for that position yet. You probably got other things going on. And something that I've been realizing is my wife and I just recently had our third child, and it has definitely been a lot of work. And I know as of right now, I'm not going to limit myself, and I'm not going to say next month, I wouldn't be able to, but I know right now, it's enough work for me right now. And I got a job, and I do certain things on the sides and things like that too. And, I'm a family man too, so I got that as well. So it is constant work. So even when I'm not working, like, I'm working. And so I just don't take it personal anymore. At first I kind of did, and it would kind of it would kind of anger me, but now I understand to wait on God, wait on His time, and on His time for my elevation. That's I'm waiting. I wait on Him. So if you see that, don't take it too personal. But you can always ask, talk to the manager, see what's going on, see what you can do if you are trying to move up there. I'm more on the road of trying to be a self-sufficient person, so that's the time I'm on personally. Just know that there's gonna be a lot of older people that are can't move the way that us younger people can, and they're gonna need us to pick up the slack at times. They're gonna need us to back them up, because we all know that a lot of these jobs, it's about quota, about numbers, how much work you put out. And if the younger ones aren't playing their part, that causes tension for the managers, and then the managers start looking at the younger ones with the side eye, and then eventually they're going to start looking at the older ones with the side eye. But they just can't, it's just not the same. It's just they just can't work the same anymore. So sometimes you're going to have to pick up the slack, and just be a big man, a big woman about it. Don't really complain or think anything negative about the older generation, the boomers, or whatever it is, whoever it is. So yeah, basically just don't get comfortable at these places. Yeah, we know that we're just a number at the end of the day at these places, and some of us do have a worth ethic to where, yeah, we're a number, but we're still an important piece to the company. So if you just keep on working hard, and you keep on showing up, doing what you got to do while you're there, and you need a favor, you scratch their back, they'll scratch your back. That's one benefit about these places. So just do what you got to do, and don't let anybody have anything negative to say about you. and you'll see progression. And I'm pretty sure you, just like me, our goal is to be our own man, be our own woman, be our own boss, right? So you got to work hard. And this economy is bad, it's horrible. We can only control ourselves, so work hard. Salute, family.